helping us with some instant analysis is Nick Kypreos. Nick, welcome back to the show.
Hey, gang. How are you?
Very good. Very good,
Nick. So we're looking at this Battle of Alberta swap with a touch of confusion. What was your take when you saw this go down?
It's basically let's reset, let's regroup, and let's see if we can kind of help each other out here. I think when you look at the way Edmonton retained some salary here, it made sense for Calgary for no other reason as they think that they lack toughness, that they needed to get heavier, they needed some pushback, and Lucic can do that a little better than James Neal. On the other hand, Edmonton gets a guy that has averaged close to 30 goals the last 3 seasons, and they're in dire need of some help of scoring on the wing. So I give Ken Holland full credit here because Lucic's contract is signing bonus driven. It was very difficult for other teams to look at it and make a lot of sense with that money involved. So he gets, I think, a payout of $3 million July 1st, which alleviates real money off of it. But certainly Calgary has what is deemed a contract that you can't even buy out.
Yeah.
James Neal's contract, on the other hand, if it doesn't work out in Edmonton for the next year or 2 years, they'll get it off the books. That was something that Lucic, they couldn't do with the Lucic contract.
So here's the head scratcher for Calgary. They've got a few RFAs, and it looks like, Tkachuk is going to get some real money here. How do they take, and I know it's only about $250,000 more in Lucic, does that hamstring a little bit as they try and lock down Tkachuk, what has become a very valuable guy in Sam Bennett and Mangiapane and Riddick?
Yeah, this is the start of a few moves, I think, in Calgary.
Yeah.
By the time training camp rolls around, you might see 2 or 3 different pieces gone out of there, and Tree living in a situation where he alleviates a lot of that. So I think this is just a start for Calgary, and this is by no means the end of what the salary cap's going to look like here by the time he's done getting some of those restricted free agents under contract.
So the fact that Lucic has the no movement clause, does this mean he's in on all this?
Oh, yeah, no, he's eager to go.
Yeah.
He is absolutely delighted with the move, and he's excited, and he can't wait. And it's a fresh start for him, and he thinks he's far from done here. And he wants to come back. He wants to go to Calgary and prove a lot of people wrong, especially staying in the province, right?
You've got to wonder, too, if the same goes for Neal in the sense that he was putting up 20 goals a season and then only accounted for 7 last year. How do you attribute that decline in his play, and what was going on there?
Yeah, James Neal didn't get himself ready as well as he should have. And that's the bottom line, and he knows it. That I think when you look at the run that they had in Vegas prior to that, that he just didn't get himself mentally and physically ready for the season. He was behind the 8 ball, and he just didn't catch up. This summer, much different. He's with Connor McDavid every day. He's training hard. His head's right there where it should be. He's excited as heck to be going to Edmonton to potentially be in a situation where he can score 30 goals again with the most electrifying player in the world. And he's got a different mindset. I think you're going to see a different James Neal in Edmonton.
Yeah, he's got to feel like he hit the jackpot.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jackpot.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. The 7-year, $8 million per that Jacob Trouba just got from the Rangers, how does that affect the rest of the RFAs, specifically those in Canadian cities that we've been talking ad nauseum about, Laine, Besser, Connor, Marner, or is that apples to oranges because we're talking about forwards and defensemen?
Not only that, but we're talking about, again, restricted free agents. It's not a true value of where Marketplace is. It's Marketplace, Tim, on my current situation with my team.
Right.
So you can go and ask whatever you want, but if I'm sitting there going, no, you can't have it, then my attitude isn't, well, he's there's a market out there. Go test your market. You're not going anywhere unless you get an offer sheet. You're not going anywhere. And despite the Aho offer sheet, there's a lot of people that truly believe that they're not flying off the shelves here. So I get to dictate really what I'm willing to offer you, and until an offer sheet changes my mind, this is what I'm jamming down your throat.
Right. Marner talked with us. He talked with TSN yesterday. Did you hear anything in those conversations that you thought, like people were trying to read, they stalemate, this, that, it won't be done until camp opens, that'll be the first pressure point? What did you make of Marner, his charity event yesterday and today, and what he said to us?
Pretty much where my mind's been set on in this whole situation right from the get-go, that this has got a chance to go to December 1st. Training camp. Let's see if he can get them done by December 1st.
Wow.
Yikes.
Think about it. Since he's been eligible to sign an extension, how long has it been, right?
Yeah.
Well over a year here. What's going to change between now and training camp? The only thing that's going to change is if someone backs off or, takes their foot off the gas pedal on their stance. I don't see that happening in the next 6-8 weeks. Do you? Do you come this far now, if you're Mitch Marner, to keep sending the message that I want fair market value and I want to be up with the big boys to only turn around and settle at the very end so we can go to training camp? So I really believe, unfortunately for Leaf fans, that this thing has a chance to go not only into training camp, but far past it.
That's a tough one, but makes sense at this point when you look at both sides. Thanks a lot for joining us, Nick, to chat this out.
Hey, enjoy the rest of the summer, okay?
Yeah, you
We'll
too.
try.